Designer clothes, front row at fashion shows, meet and greets, and all that glitz and glamour is what comes with the celebrity lifestyle. But does the F1 superstar Max Verstappen care for such a lifestyle? Or are his days filled with activities that would make him a better driver? Stick with us to find out. Verstappen was already set for greatness when he made his debut with Toro Rosso at the young age of 17 in 2015. The young driver had racing inbuilt in his DNA, with his father and mother having racing history. He also started racing when he was 4, so he had a head start compared to his colleagues. It's no surprise that the Red Bull chief advisor Helmut Marko pushed for Verstappen's promotion to Red Bull just after a season with their sister team Toro Rosso. The chief advisor had seen rare talent and charisma in him and didn't want it to go to waste. He is an exceptional talent that comes along once in decades. Mentally, he is past 20 years old, and regarding his skills behind the steering wheel, he has been racing professionally since he was 4 years old. "We are not playing the lottery, we know what we are doing," Marko said in an interview when Verstappen was about to join Red Bull. And that move laid the foundation to the great feats the Dutch driver has achieved. In 2016, the 18-year-old driver won the Spanish Grand Prix, making him the youngest ever driver to win an F1 Grand Prix. He also became the first Dutch driver to win a Formula One Grand Prix. Fast forward a few years, Verstappen broke and set several records. Currently, he holds the record for most wins in a season, most consecutive wins in a season, most podiums in a season, most races left before winning the title, among several others. He also comfortably wears the crown of the reigning F1 champion. So let's take a look at Verstappen's lifestyle. After winning his first championship title in 2021, Verstappen signed a 7-year contract with the Milton Keynes team that got him earning a massive $55 million per year salary. This made him the highest earner on the grid, above Mercedes driver Lewis Hamilton, who previously held the position with a salary of $35 million per year. So with the massive salary, 26-year-old Verstappen became extremely wealthy. He is reportedly one of the 500 richest people in this country, which is a great feat at such a young age. With access to so much money, it's no surprise that the Red Bull driver leads a luxurious lifestyle. The Dutch driver lives in Monaco like several other drivers. Although he is wealthy enough to buy a property, Verstappen rents a $16 million apartment instead. Being a private person, there has never been a clear view of the interior of his home, but there are several videos of him working out on his balcony that overlooks the beautiful Mediterranean Sea. Verstappen might not be one to splurge when it comes to getting properties, but the Red Bull driver doesn't hold back when it comes to his cars. He enjoys driving fast cars both on and off the track. So it's not surprising that he owns an impressive collection of vehicles. His first car is a yellow Renault Clio that is valued around $24,000, and it was gifted to him by his parents. Then the first car he got himself is another Renault, a Renault RS01, which he purchased in 2015 for about $400,000. Being a sucker for cars, Verstappen also owns a Porsche 911 GT3 RS worth $400,000. He reportedly gifted himself the car after winning his first race in 2016. He has also owned 4 Aston Martins. His first was a DB11 worth around $205,000, then a 2018 Vantage worth $415,000, and a V12-powered DBS Superleggera worth $360,000. But the superstar among his Aston Martins is the Valkyrie hypercar, which is an Aston Martin-Red Bull collaboration that is estimated to be worth $2.7 million. If you thought that's all in Verstappen's garage, then you underestimate his love for cars. The 3-time world champion might be fierce rivals with the Ferrari drivers on the grid, but he has nothing against the cars off the track. He owns a Ferrari 488 Pista that can hit 100 km an hour in just 2.85 seconds. He also owns the very exclusive Ferrari Monza SP2 worth over $1.8 million. A part of his collection is also another rival-made car, a Mercedes-Benz C63S AMG that costs just about $78,000. So in total, his car collection is worth over $6 million. Verstappen's love for speed also extends to the sea and air. Living close to the Mediterranean, he spends a lot of time riding on a customized Red Bull jet ski in the sea. And for air, he owns a long-range private jet. The Dutch driver acquired the Dassault Falcon 900EX from Virgin Galactic 2020. The jet, which was previously owned by the British billionaire Richard Branson, was acquired to aid his flight across countries during the Formula One season. The jet has a customized exterior featuring the Verstappen logo of a lion, the national anthem of the Netherlands, on the tail fin. The plane is estimated to be worth $15 million. When talking about Verstappen's assets, There's one that can't be overlooked, his racing simulator. The Red Bull driver doesn't joke around when it comes to honing his racing skills, and that's one of the reasons he owns a high-end simulation racing gear in his home. The F1 driver had it customized to suit his skill set, so Sim Racer features like a Playseat F1 Ultimate Cockpit, a custom-made LM Pro steering wheel by Precision Sim Engineering, ultimate pedals made by Heusinkfeld, and a Leo Bodnar sim steering system. The whole setup is believed to fall within the range of $15,000 to $35,000. This simulator is so precious to Verstappen that nobody is allowed to get close to it. One more intriguing thing Verstappen owns are his cat pets. The Dutch driver bought 2 Bengal cats called Jimmy and Sass in 2021 to become his new housemates. This exotic breed is one of the most expensive in the world, and they cost as high as $3,000. When you add up feeding and vet bills, it amounts to so much money. So let's take a look at a day in Verstappen's life. We'll be describing a day in his life when the season is on and when he has some downtime. In an interview he made years back, he described how his days are like when he is preparing for a race. He wakes up at 7:30 and heads to the gym by 8:45. Usually he gets breakfast of mostly eggs, yogurt and lots of water before heading to the gym. Sometimes he skips breakfast. At the gym, he participates in lots of endurance training to build his core stability. He also gets on a racing simulator that looks like a real car, in which he wears the helmet and complete gear to imitate an actual racing experience. By the time he is done on the simulator, it's the middle of the day, so he takes a break for a light lunch. He follows a strict diet to ensure he doesn't add any unnecessary weight. After that, he resumes to the gym to continue his training. If the weather permits, he takes the training outdoors where he can run, cycle or jog, but if not, he remains indoors. A few hours later, he returns home for the much needed recovery time, and the schedule is repeated 4 times a week. However, the schedule might be altered when the need arises, but his days during the F1 season are mostly filled with training. During his breaks, Verstappen enjoys the outdoors. He mostly starts the day with his usual breakfast and gym schedule, but afterwards, anything goes. He might decide to take a walk in his picturesque environment or go around on his scooter. He might also decide to go on the sea or complete in e-races using his simulator. But what he mostly does when he is on break is go on holiday with his girlfriend, friends or family. The young driver has been spotted with his girlfriend Kelly Piquet enjoying a quiet holiday between seasons. With his private jet at his disposal, nowhere is inaccessible. He also enjoys spending time with his partner's daughter. For him, that is more than enough. Although when compared to the likes of Hamilton, who leads a celebrity lifestyle of Met Galas and fashion shows off the grid, Verstappen leads quite a normal life. With the ability to do what you enjoy and go where you please is a luxury on its own. So what do you think of Verstappen's incredible lifestyle? Let us know in the comments section below.